today, just a quick question. Today's topic is very, very important because when I find out about this particular topic that I'm gonna talk about, I was really, really like speechless to find out things like this. Yeah. So first of all, I just want to ask quick questions. Do you find it uncomfortable, like maybe doing videos, Facebook Live, or maybe webinars, or even maybe like communicating with or interacting with other people, especially like maybe if they are strangers? Do you feel maybe sometimes exhausted or maybe very tired after being around other people, or even being like maybe overwhelmed, after being part of certain activities? It can be different kind of activities. Do you have this kind of tiredness feeling within you? And then, well, good evening, Jalikati. You are welcome this evening. Yeah, how is your mom doing? Lots of regards and love to her. Well, here is the reason why a lot of people have this kind of feeling, like after being around other people, they feel tired, they feel overwhelmed, they don't want to like do videos, Facebook Live. Here is the reason why most people have this kind of feeling, yeah? Because there are a lot of people who are struggling with these characteristics that I'm going to discuss about, yeah? And they carry this around with them all by themselves, yeah? And these characteristics I want to talk about is all about introverts. As I'm going along, maybe you will be seeing yourself in some of these characteristics, yeah? But most of the time, being an introvert is not like necessarily a bad thing. It can actually be something very, very good and positive. But what most people don't realize is that even though they might be an introvert, yeah, and maybe they are scared of doing videos and Facebook Live, or maybe interacting with other people, yeah, and actually this thing that they have with them is actually the fact that an introvert can be your strength. Sometimes, maybe, I don't know if most of you have ever heard about this, or maybe thought about it this way. Yeah, an introvert can actually be your strength, yeah, and you can actually tap into that strength to do something amazing. But most people don't really realize it, yeah. Even me myself, before I didn't realize it, but after taking a good look into it, then and observing other people with this particular characteristics, then it made me realize that this is actually a strength, is not a bad thing at all. But first of all, I would like to talk about an introvert person. Yeah, and introversion is like a personality trait that's characterized by focus on the internal feelings rather than external forces of stimulation. So introversion is mainly focusing on the internal feelings that a person have, yeah. So an introvert person is extremely opposite to an extrovert person, yeah. An extrovert person is like, they are very outgoing, yeah, whilst an introvert person, they are this kind of like shy person. And the truth of the matter is that most people are somewhere right in the middle, yeah. And some are extremely introvert, some are extremely extrovert, and some are right in the middle of these two opposite characteristics, yeah. But with practice, one can move from being an extreme introvert to an extrovert person, yeah. One can actually do that, but it takes practice, and it is a working process, and it's a progress. Yeah, and it's all get to do about like going out or getting out of your comfort zone, yeah, and doing what is like uncomfortable, in order for you to like have a breakthrough in whatever you are doing. So one has to really do something uncomfortable that they don't feel comfortable doing. Maybe some people, like for example, don't feel comfortable doing videos or Facebook Live. This is very uncomfortable for them if they take that step to do something like this. So it's like going out of their comfort zone. So an introvert person can actually come in many types and with wide varieties of characteristics. Yeah, and there are some introvert persons who are like, actually they are kind of reserved, and they will prefer to like stay at home and read a very good book or watch a very nice movie or a very nice series all by themselves. Yeah. But there are also other type of introvert person who they enjoy socializing with other people, and they also enjoy outgoing and like party with other people, things like that. So it's not all introvert person who are kind of like reserved. Some are a little bit outgoing. Yeah, so these are some of the type who find themselves almost getting closer to the middle, or find themselves maybe in between the introvert and extrovert person. Yeah, so today I'm gonna share with you 5 signs that describes an introvert person. So if you can relate to any of those 5 signs, there's a big chances that you are an introvert person. Yeah, and I would also discuss as I'm going the reason why this topic is very important that I'm bringing out. Good evening, Gerard. Good evening, Angela. How are you this evening? Good evening, Auntie Fatima. How are you this evening as well? I hope you guys had a lovely day. Yeah. So the very first sign of an introvert person is that they don't like being around a lot of people. Yeah. When they be around a lot of people, it drains the energy. So if you feel tired and exhausted, like after spending time with a lot of people, it might not be maybe a lot, it can maybe be from 3, 4, 5. It depends on the interaction that is going on. Do you normally feel exhausted? Do you normally feel tired? Yeah, maybe like after a day of like interacting with people. Do you often feel like you just want time for yourself? You need to like retreat to a quiet place and have extended amount of time all by yourself? Do you normally have this kind of feeling? And and one major characteristics of this type of personality as introvert person, yeah, is that an introvert person, they expanded their energy in socializing in certain situation, like unlike a extrovert person. Extrovert person, they don't need to use a lot of energy because they already gain more energy in being around other people, whereas introvert person, they have to like use a lot of energy just to be among, but it's not like they really love doing it. Yeah, and then but it doesn't mean that introvert person don't like or they avoid socializing with other people completely. Some of them enjoy spending time with other people. They enjoy spending time being around other people, and they sometimes tend to prefer the company of like maybe close friends or family. And the thing is, it's not because they don't like any people, but it's because it's the personality. It is how they are. That's why they have this kind of characteristics in them. And the second sign of an introvert person is like introverts, they enjoy solitude. Yeah, what does this mean? So as an introvert person, their ideas of a good time is like having a quiet afternoon or evening all by themselves, like enjoying their hobbies, something they love doing, in something they have interest in. They enjoy doing this kind of things. Yeah, so this is what they see as having a very good time. Whereas extrovert person, very good time for them is like going out there, socializing with people, meeting people, partying, outgoing, making new friends. These are extrovert person. Introvert person, they are not like that. Yeah, an introvert person, the third sign is introvert person, they have a very small group of very close friends. They don't have big circle of close friends. They have very small groups of close friends. Yeah, and one of the common misconceptions about introverts is that they don't like people. That is what people, the misunderstanding or misconception people have about introvert person, and that is not true. It's just their personality traits. Yeah. And so if your social circle tends to be like very, very small, so there is a big chances that you are an introvert person. Yeah. And the fourth sign of an introvert person is like people often like describe you as like as a quiet, and maybe they can find it very difficult to get to know you. Yeah, because of your personality. You are very like this kind of reserved person, then it makes it difficult for other people to really get to know you. Yeah, so so have you like ever experienced that before, where like people have, maybe someone have said to you, I find it difficult getting to know you, or maybe you've heard someone say to somebody else that I find it difficult to like kind of get to know this person? Well, if you've experienced something like that, chances is you are an introvert person. Yeah, maybe you don't really realize what is going on. Yeah, but because introverts, they are often like described as like quiet and reserved and mellow, and sometimes they are also mistaken for being a shy person, but actually they are not shy. It's just that the characteristics, the personality that they have. Yeah, which is not a bad thing. It's just whom they are. So the fifth sign of a introvert person is that too much stimulation can leave them feeling like distracted and unfocused. So when an introvert person had to spend time in activities or environments that is very hectic, and they can end up like feeling unfocused and overwhelmed because it's too much. There is too much things going on. Whereas an extrovert, on the other hand, they thrive in situation like this. They like activities that there is a lot of things going on, chaos, a lot of noise. They thrive in situation like this. They gain a lot of energy. But an introvert person will really, really be drained out of their energy being in situation like this or environment like this. Yeah. So why did I share these characteristics with you? Well, many of you who are introvert person, maybe you don't like going out and maybe meeting new people, doing home parties, especially like if you are in marketing. Yeah, you probably don't like maybe talking to people on the phone, or maybe like doing webinars or doing videos, or maybe doing Facebook Live, or maybe standing in front of the stage giving a talk to people. Introvert person don't like something like this. Yeah, and it doesn't mean that you don't like people, but this is just whom you are. Yeah, so as a marketer, there are certain things that you can start doing that will make you feel a little bit comfortable. Yeah, and you can even tap into those strengths. There are things that you can do that are your strength. You can tap into those things to even bring success into your business. So if you are a marketer, you find yourself having challenges in doing videos, Facebook Live, maybe talking to other people, introducing your business opportunity or your product or services, then there's chances that you are an introvert person. So if you feel uncomfortable in doing these things, there are other marketing strategies you can do that you can still have success in your business. Yeah. So as a marketer, there are certain things that, like I said before, that you can do that can bring you massive results in your business. You just have to embrace these things. Yeah. Being an introvert person, you just need to embrace that. So there are and there is nothing wrong with being an introvert person. Yeah. And then the very first, good evening, Kadiatu, how are you doing this evening? You're very welcome. The very first marketing strategy that you can use is like social media. You know, even though there are like billions of people out there online, yeah, you are not actually online. When you get on your computer, maybe you are in your home office, in your living room, or maybe in your dining room, or maybe in your bedroom with your computer on your lap. The thing is, it is the screen, your screen of your computer screen, that is in between you and billions of people. And that is very exciting for an introvert person to know, who doesn't like to be around a lot of people. Yeah. So social media is the easiest. That's great, Kadiatu. Yeah. So social media is the easiest marketing strategy you can use to start interacting with people, and people start getting to know you. That is something you can really use. And also, like, for example, Facebook, especially Facebook, it is a very great tool that an introvert person can actually tap into. And because if you don't really like doing videos, you don't actually have to do videos. You don't actually have to like talk to people. You don't actually have to do that. There are a lot of tools out there you can use that you can still communicate with people without literally talking to them. If you have this kind of difficulty or struggling in talking to other people. Yeah. So you don't need to do videos, videos, Facebook Live, or what is it called? Webinars, things like this, or maybe stand in front of the stage, talk to other people. You don't need to do stuff like this. Yeah. So, but for me personally, I highly recommend doing videos of Facebook Live, personally. But as an introvert person, because you have this struggling within you, you can actually start doing images. Yeah, images on social media will be something very great for you. It can create amazing results for your business as an introvert person. So if you are an introvert person and you are doing images and posting them, it's a very great marketing strategy you can use, you can tap into, because that can become your strength. Yeah. And there are lots of marketing, a lot of social media sites you can use. For example, you have Facebook, you have Pinterest, you have Instagram, you have Twitter, for example. All of the social media sites, they allow you to post images, which are great tool for you to start using to develop your business. Yeah, as an introvert person. When I said images, I mean like images of you, images of yourself. Like maybe you are behind the scene, you are maybe preparing a content, you are preparing to do to post your videos, not videos, or maybe to post your images you're doing. You can let someone take you a picture of that, and you can also write a short story or content behind that and post it on Facebook or Instagram. In this way, people will start to get to know you. People will start to get to like you and begins to trust you. But it has to be images of you. It's not only when you're behind the scene, it can be of in any situation, like funny videos, or maybe you're going out or whatever you're doing, or maybe with your families and friends or whatever you're doing. You can be having different pictures and just make a short story or text on that particular image and post it. So in that way, you are also bringing value. You're also making yourself visible to the marketplace. Yeah. And this will allow people to get to know you, like you, and trust your word and your text and your content that you are posting with your images out there. Yeah. So you don't necessarily have to like do videos if it makes you feel uncomfortable. You can be a strong introvert and get amazing results with just the images that you are posting, with just the images alone. And there are a lot of great marketers out there who also have this personality trait in them, and they are using a lot of images and they are having great success in their business. Yeah. For me personally, I would say I'm like right in the middle, going towards extrovert, but I'm right in the middle. Sometimes some people can describe me as outgoing, kind of what does it mean? Like kind of open, but actually I'm not that type of person all the time. Yeah. I like talking to people, I like connecting with people, but I have to like push myself to do that. Yeah. And you can be a strong introvert and get amazing results with just your images. But the thing is, you have to make sure that you are in those images, yeah, that you are posting, and so that people can start to be comfortable with you, start to get to know you better. Good evening, Auntie Matt. How are you this evening? You're very welcome. How is the family doing? Lots of love and regards to them. And another marketing strategy an introvert person can use is email marketing or solo ads. Yeah. So whether like you're building your list, or maybe you're generating your own leads, or maybe you are using other people's leads, which to generate your own leads, which is called solo ads. So it doesn't matter which one you choose to do. It doesn't matter which one you decide to use. Any one that you choose to use, it is very great for you. Yeah, because you are tapping into hundreds and thousands and even millions of people by doing email marketing. And why is this so important for your business as well? Because the thing is, you don't have to like sit down and talk to people, because you already have that struggling with you already. So you are doing everything through text. You just type everything and you post them there. That's how you do your marketing if you have this problem. Because sometimes also when I used to talk to a lot of other marketers, and I can realize that most of them are not doing videos or maybe Facebook Live. Some of them, I ask them up front, they tell you I'm shy, I'm nervous. So it can be that once like this, they have this kind of struggling. They are an introvert, maybe even extreme introvert person. Yeah, personality traits they have. So, so if you have not like been tapping into email marketing as an introvert, this is the time for you like to start experiencing a dramatic change in your business by using email marketing. Yeah, because if you don't like talking to people, and you don't like doing videos, you don't like doing Facebook Live, then social media and email marketing can be your very best friends that you can use just with email and just with images and text. Write your content, what the message or topic you want to write about. You email it to your list. Yeah, the people who you give you their information, that they want to get more information from you. A third marketing strategy an introvert person can use is blogging. Yeah, and blogging is another great marketing strategy an introvert person can tap into, especially ones that don't like talking to people. Some introvert person like talking to people, but not that much. You also have some who are extreme. They don't really like talking to people, but they love doing business. They want to grow their business, but they have this struggling, this roadblock with them, yeah, but they don't know that actually it is a strength they can tap into and use that to get amazing results in their business. Yeah, so you can start as an introvert person, you can start blogging and sharing it on social media. Yeah, like maybe if you have a Facebook page, you can share your blog post to your Facebook profile, and thus you can also start being visible in the marketplace. Yeah, and especially if you are building your list through email marketing, and you are also writing your blog post, and maybe sending your blog post to your email list of ones that subscribe to your email list. So this can be a way that you can take advantage of this, so these people can get your content, they read what you're writing about, the information. Like for me now, I'm using this information, bringing it out. If I'm like kind of extreme introvert person, instead of coming Facebook Live, I can actually do it that I write it down in a blog post and send it on email to my audience. So in that way, they can also benefit, just like ones who will benefit on Facebook Live, or maybe if it's a video or whatever one choose to do. So one can also, as an introvert, you can choose to do that as well, yeah, and get amazing results for your business, yeah. And you can even put your picture in your blog post, and so that you show your character and who really you are, yeah. And in this way, your list will get to know you, like you, and trust you enough to do business with you. And you can even add podcast. Maybe the content you are giving, you can talk about it on a podcast and put it on your blog post, yeah. So, and because if you don't want to use social media, this is also another means you can tap into, yeah, which is a very, very great strength for introverts, people who don't like putting themselves in front of the camera, in front of other people, or be visible to other people. So you can still be visible without you doing Facebook Live or videos, yeah. And because you are behind the scene and you don't want to talk to people, you don't want people seeing you because it makes you feel uncomfortable. So you are not like in front of people, a lot of people watching you. So you are alone doing these things, sending your blog posts and things like this, so you don't feel uncomfortable in situation like this. Yeah, so it's your computer, like I said before, computer screen in between you and billions of other people, yeah, who can really you can really tap into, and that will see your content for you to start generating leads and converting those leads actually into sales. Because it is very, very important as an introvert person, if you don't find ways to market your business will never grow. You will never see results in your business. So there are different ways you can use to make yourself visible to the marketplace without even communicating or talking with other people. But your images, your content you are bringing out there actually can talk to people for you, yeah. And it's very important if you want to make sales in your business. That is very, very important as an introvert person. So you have the 3 marketing strategies, which is like social media. You can post images on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, or you can use email marketing. solo ads where you can be posting your content to people as well so that they can read about it, or blogging where you can write it down, what you should have said verbally. You write it down and then you post it to your list, and they can still get the same benefit just like somebody else having when doing live or doing videos as well. So if you're an introvert person, I would really encourage you to go through these videos and try these 3 different marketing strategies. You can try with one of them and then you see how it goes and then you move on. But it's a progress. You can still get from being an extremely introvert coming to the middle and being an extrovert person. But it's a progress and it's a process that you have to go through. So you do the things that makes you feel uncomfortable little by little, and that's how you move away from being an extrovert person. It's not a bad thing, but that's just how you are. But as a marketer, you need to move away from that personality to come in the middle or the extreme so that you can see a breakthrough or success in your business. Yeah, so that's all I have for you friends today. And like I always say, if you find value in this, I would love for you to like, comment and share on Facebook, or share with your team members, or maybe your group. You have Facebook group, or maybe if you're in any Facebook groups, or you know of anyone who are finding it difficult in doing videos, getting a breakthrough in their business. It can be they have this personality trait in them. It's not a bad thing, but they can tap into it and find their strength in doing what can bring them results. Yeah. So this is all for you friends today, and I hope you all have a lovely evening, and I'll see you all tomorrow, same time, same place, Facebook Live. And thank you all so much, and all of you who are watching the replay later, I also want to thank you all so much. Auntie Math, Kadiatu, Angela, George, Gerard, Jalikatu, Fatmata, been to all of you that joining. I want to thank you all so much for your time. So you all have a lovely evening and stay cool, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Love you all, and bye for now.